Stephen Go had already built a software business, doing about $10 million in annual recurring revenue. Then LinkedIn sued it. He settled, sold the company, and could have walked away from the market entirely. Instead, after breaking a bone in his foot and becoming temporarily immobile, he built a new product in 2 weeks. 6 months later, he said it was making about $15,000 a month in gross revenue. That sounds like a story about building incredibly fast with artificial intelligence. It is partly that. But the more useful story is about what Stephen already knew before those 2 weeks began. His previous company, Proxy Curl, sold an application programming interface built around LinkedIn data. According to Stephen's account, LinkedIn sued the company in January of 2025. The case settled out of court, and he sold the business to a competitor. For the next company, Ninja Pair, he stayed near the same customer problem. Businesses need useful information about other businesses. But he changed the data foundation. Instead of building around LinkedIn, he described using his own data, language models, and deep web research to produce company intelligence such as customer lists, competitors, and products. The 2-week prototype was fast because he had more than 20 years of software experience and years of market knowledge. He already understood the buyers, the data problem, the legal risk he wanted to avoid, and the features customers had paid for before. The code started from zero. His judgment did not. Distribution did not start from zero either. Stephen said he could email more than 20,000 newsletter subscribers. He also retained a domain from the earlier business and used it for search traffic. More recently, he added Reddit. That does not make the comeback automatic, but it changes what a launch can do compared with a first-time founder who has no audience. There is also a less glamorous part. Churn. A data product has to remain accurate and useful enough that customers keep paying after the first experiment. Fast building can get a product into the market, but recurring revenue depends on reliability, coverage, support, and whether the data improves a real workflow. The story is still remarkable. Losing a large company through litigation and returning to the same general industry requires a high tolerance for uncertainty. But the repeatable lesson is not break your foot and build a startup in 14 days. It is that a restart can reuse assets that do not appear on a balance sheet. Knowledge of a narrow market, an audience, a trusted domain, technical fluency, and a very clear boundary around the mistake you will not repeat. Stephen did not choose a random idea because the tools made it easy to code. He chose a problem he understood deeply, changed the risky dependency, and used faster tools to test the new version quickly. Whether Ninja Pair reaches his stated goal of $1 million in annual recurring revenue is still unknown. At 6 months, $15,000 in monthly gross revenue is an early result, not the ending. That makes the story more useful. It is a comeback in progress, with advantages, risks, and hard questions still visible.